is it Pinto, Vega, or Gremlin?
Gremlin! That's right! Gremlin has the lowest list price! You have won our grand prize! Dinner for one at Burger World!
I wanted to come.
No, Mr.
AMC Gremlin, the lowest list price of any car built in America.
In America, a lot of people look up to German beer. In Germany, the German beer a lot of people look up to is Beck's.
KNXT, Los Angeles.
A star was born. For 18 years in a row, the people liked it best. Once again this fall, it will shine into millions of homes. Once again, you'll see the best CBS. And once again, all of your favorites will be back.
A Ted Baxter exclusive starring Ted Baxter.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello, and welcome to a Ted Baxter exclusive. Now, today I'm proud and privileged to have the rare pleasure of playing host to all of the stars of returning CBS shows.
Come on, Silver Tongue, let's go.
I'll be conducting in-depth interviews and asking the kinds of questions that America has come to expect from this reporter. Let's say hello to the stars.
Hi, y'all out there in TV land. Hello, Mother.
This is Dr. Gannon. I'm Barnaby Jones.
I am Jane's kid named
Padlock in the cellar.
It's a pleasure to have you all here. Is everybody comfortable?
I'm gonna go make some coffee.
It's a good idea, Bob. We all have our own personal heroes. Perhaps it'd be interesting to find out who the stars look up to.
Doris Day Nixon,
Jimmy Brown Shaft,
And broads.
I used to dream about marrying Errol Flynn.
I hate men! I hate all men! I hate every man who was ever born into this rotten, stinking world!
Carol hates me.
everybody really loves you.
I know.
Of course, you all know who I look up to. My closest and dearest friend and colleague, Walter Cronkite. Oh, right now I'd like to show you some movies that I took at a glamorous Hollywood party, given in my honor the last time I was on the coast. Would you roll the film, boys?
Look who's here.
Sweetheart. Darling.
Right on time, just like always.
You've been drinking.
How did he get a hold of it?
Right now, I couldn't care less.
I'll tell you one thing, I never knew anybody called Mike looks as good as you do.
That's the way to do it. Skip the ceremony, get right to the essentials.
Oh, look at that.
Let's drink to it.
Champagne tickles my nose.
Why don't you give me a beer?
Be careful with that hot coffee. You almost burned your bra.
And now it's time for you out there to ask some questions. My first letter is from Mrs. E.W. of Marysville. Dear Ted, you're so handsome. Why don't you have your own series?
She's just a woman who's worried to death about something she can't understand.
That's exactly what I'm getting at.
And here's one from the 5th grade class at the Millard Fillmore Elementary School in Pawtucket, Rhode Island. We want to know what advice you would give to someone who wants to get into show business.
You ought to be on a food-free diet. You know what my father always used to say?
If you're making time in the hallway, don't lean up against no doorbell.
You've been seeing too many movies.
Sound advice, John boy. And now for my last letter. Mr. Ted B. of Minneapolis writes, who is your favorite TV anchorman?
You're kidding.
Seriously, though, you guys, this is really a serious question that I think everyone should answer.
I don't want any part of it. My lips, I'll see you.
Forget it. Sorry. No, thanks.
You jiving.
Well, I hope you enjoyed this in-depth interview. It's time to say goodnight.
Good morning. Good afternoon.
Let's go, baby. Bye.
Okay, gentlemen, let's get on it.
Good night, Fatso.
Till next time, this is Ted B. in Minneapolis saying, next fall, see the best. CBS.
Got to agree with that.
How'd you think it went, Mayor? How'd you think it went, Mayor? How did you think it went?
Dynamite!
Police Chief Tom Gray of Cotati, California is like many law officers, except for the fact that he's 6'4", weighs 260, and drives a Mazda patrol car.
We have 51,000 miles on the car now, and in comparison with our previous police cars, we've saved over $2,000 in maintenance and fuel. We were looking for a car that could give us performance and economy, and came up with the Mazda.
In the Sizzler, you'll find a special steak called the Sizzler, our own carefully selected cut. Don't miss the only steak we give our name to.
All your dreams come true in the new Shipstads and Johnson Ice Follies.
Only Southland appearance at the Fabulous Forum now through Sunday, September 15th. Good seats at the box office as late as showtime. Minute Maid orange juice, a 6-ounce can, value priced for just 25 cents at Vaughn's.
This season, there'll be bright new stars in the evening sky.
It was a very special kind of time. It was the last period of innocence the country's known.
We just finished with a war. We really had nothing to worry about except ourselves, our homes, our 2 cars, our television sets. For those of us who were teenagers, the clothes on our backs.
1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 to get ready. Now go, cat, go.
I suppose in hindsight, it's easy to look back and say, hey, didn't we dress funny then, or didn't we behave peculiarly then? But it wasn't peculiar to us at that time.
Can you dance? I do great dips.
What we're going to be concentrating on are the people in the show. People who at that time had a certain set of values which we hope to reflect.
All the things you said to me about respect for myself, for my body. All of a sudden, I'm supposed to do as you say and not as you do. Anita, things are just not that black and white. You raised me in black and white. You mad?
No. No, I'm not mad. No. You know, I really don't know what I am. You've got me very confused, and I really...
The bittersweet memories of growing up. We've all been sons and daughters. Who is Paul Sand?
Isn't he one of those guys messed up with Watergate?
I don't know. I think he's a hockey player.
How the hell do I know? Never heard of the guy.
I think he was my sister-in-law's second husband, but I'm really not sure.
I don't know. Wasn't he married to Zerzak Gabor?
Paul Sands, he's an actor. I think I've seen him on Gunsmoke.
Who is Paul Sand? Really?
You may have seen me on the Carol Burnett show, and well, maybe you didn't. And then I did Story Theater on Broadway. You might have seen that, and but well, anyway, maybe you didn't. And I did some movies. I did Hot Rock, and I did Every Little Crook and Nanny. Now I've got my own show, and since my name is Paul Sand, naturally they're calling it Friends and Lovers.
To a girl I haven't talked to in 3 years. Can I come over?
Look at all this beautiful furniture. Any of this stuff yours?
No.
Thank God.
Listen, I'm in the kitchen making spaghetti. You want to watch?
Terrific. I think I saw pictures of this place once. In House and Swamp.
Anyway, but this is really the kind of a part that I can sink my teeth into. Hello? The character I play in the show is a witty, urbane fellow who plays the bass violin with the Boston Symphony Orchestra.
I feel terrific, really confident, because, Charlie, tomorrow I am going to get the job that I have wanted all my life.
That's great. I love that confidence. How many guys are up against you? 3, 4, 50?
Paul Sand.
Paul who?
This fall, everyone will know. Paul Sand in Friends and Lovers.
Justice declared war on public enemies. Outlaws like Dillinger falling before the guns of G-men. Proof that crime does not pay.
The time is the early 30s. The system wasn't working. Banks had no money. The factories were closing down. The farmers were being put off their land. In their rage, they tried to find ways to strike back, and they were helpless. And they started to create folk heroes. And the folk heroes were rather ugly.
We come to rob your little bank, folks.
Dave Barrett found that the victims of the predators were people like himself, like his family. In the end, they were the ones who died. In the end, they were the ones who paid the price.
What was it, Barrett? Had courage? $1,000 reward.
Hey, you crazy!
Her name was Susan. She was mother of 2 kids. She's dead. That's Paul, her husband. He may die yet. This is Wilcox Barnes. He's lucky. All he lost was some money. See those people? They were near killed. You still don't want to know my reason for doing it, mister.
Dave Barrett represents the side of law and order and trying to deal with the realities of those criminal heroes and tracks them down one at a time. He's well equipped for it. He knows how to handle weapons. He has the instincts of a hunter.
You're going after them, then?
Hunting's something you taught me, Pa. Learn the habits of the animal, read the signs, track, chase, set traps, and deal with it whatever way you have to bring it down.
He's a man of few words, a man of the country and a man of action. That also fits the way he detects criminals and the way he tracks them down and the way he pursues his own job. There were very few people who weren't intimidated by the gangsters of the 30s. That's why he takes the job. I guess what he is a hero.
The Manhunter. Rhoda, that very funny girl from the Mary Tyler Moore Show, is on her own.
When Jim and I were creating Mary's show, it seemed to us we needed somebody to play against her. We wanted somebody big city, aggressive, witty.
Just once, I would love to see the man from Glad stuff Mrs. Olson into a giant bag.
Rhoda's just, you know, kind of funny. She sees a lot of funny things in life.
Will you do it? Will you take care of my darling goldfish? Do I have to flush it down the toilet?
She's another woman right now. She's more mature.
Not as insecure as she used to be, particularly about men, about herself.
I'm going to do it this week skiing. Maybe I'll get mistaken for Allie McGraw. Terminal but cute.
Much improved, but still not all the way home. You know, she's still schlepping through life.
This garbage is counterfeit. I mean, I have $35 worth of makeup in here, and if I throw this away, I will lose that natural look.
Rhoda is going back to her origins, a totally new person, and that's going to be kind of interesting.
Mary, you know, something's just occurring to me. Tomorrow morning, I will be leaving Minneapolis, which, strange as it sounds, is my home, where my friends are. To go to New York, where my friends aren't. Where the only 2 people I know anymore are my parents, which is another story entirely.
She's going to meet that man, you know, who she has been looking for sort of off and on for the 4 years of Mary's show.
Mr. and Mrs. Martin Morgenstern are relieved to announce the their eldest living daughter, Rhoda Fay.
Valerie Harper stars as Rhoda. Caught up in a strange vortex of energy during a celestial probe, the 2 astronauts were propelled through the time barrier. They landed 2,000 years after their takeoff on a strange continent that had once been known as Earth. From From one of the most successful motion pictures ever made comes an exciting new television series, Planet of the Apes.
Planet of the Apes takes place on Earth, but some 2,000 years from now, there's been some sort of cataclysm that's changed the whole complexity of the planet. We find that the whole world is turned upside down, that when civilization regenerated itself, the apes became the dominant members of society. We're creating a world that never existed, so we have plenty of latitude, both in the behavior of people, the society we're creating, the way it looks. The way we see civilization regenerating itself is with the apes, of course, at the top. The center of government is Ape City, where there are just a few humans who work as clerks and servants. Most of the humans live in comparatively rural communities. There are many special and difficult production problems. Foremost is that of the ape makeup. It takes close to 4 weeks to get an ape made up. First, we have to start with a gooey plaster substance and make a mask of the face. Then when that hardens, it's cast to mold. And on that mold, the facial characteristics of the simians are built. We spend somewhere between 3.5 and 4 hours putting these appliances onto the ape characters. The show is going to have a very strong philosophic base. For the Planet of the Apes is a world regenerating itself from our own civilization, mirroring in a strange way what's both good and bad about our own lives. And our 2 astronauts are going to find themselves in a world where evolution has gone completely haywire.
Roddy McDowell, Ron Harper, and James Martin star in Planet of the Apes. The celestial excitement of the silver screen comes to television. As always, the CBS Thursday and Friday night movies will present an impressive lineup of successful motion pictures, including an all-time comedy favorite that sired a successful television series.
Check this place out. See what the nurses are like.
Oh, Frank, my lips are hot. Oh.
It's going to share this with the rest of us.
Frank! Oh, Frank! Wait a second.
Don't you use olives?
We do have to make certain concessions to the war. We're 3 miles from the front line.
I wonder how a degenerated person like that could have reached a position of responsibility in the Army Medical Corps.
He was drafted.
Donald Sutherland and Elliot Gould in a bizarre, funny, mobile Army surgical hospital, MASH.
This isn't a hospital! It's an insane asylum!
The powerful screen version of a Pulitzer Prize-winning play.
Now, most white folks, of course, are behind the white hope. But you, Jack Jefferson, are you the black hope?
I'm black and I'm hoping.
How would you like it if he claims the belt's his because you won't fight him? How would you like it if the whole country says, Brady let us down. He let a loudmouth nigger be champion of the world?
I'm gonna fight. Look, it's my turn to be the champion of the world. I'm taking my turn.
You're not your own man anymore, Jack.
Now you're old.
How can you be your own man when they have you? They do and you know it.
James Earl Jones. The Great White Hope. A chilling glimpse at society in the not-too-distant future.
This is the police. The supply of Soylent Green has been exhausted. Return to your home.
Edward G. Robinson.
How do we come to this?
In this grim world, knowing the secret of life means death. Charlton Heston.
Just do what you have to do.
We gotta stop them! Please!
Soylent Green.
You're being robbed by the John Dillinger gang. That's the best there is. Oh.
The film chronicle of one of history's most desperate punks.
What do you think of this jail? Ain't no jail to hold me.
Cloris Leachman, Ben Johnson.
This could be one of the big moments in your life.
And Warren Oates.
Don't make it your last. Yeah, all my buddies wanted to be firemen or farmers or policemen. Not me. I just want to steal people's money.
Dillinger.
3,500 going twice. 3,500 third and last.
So, for $400.
Come on, Jason. Let's go.
The hilarious story of the slickest con the West has ever seen. And the partners who brought it off.
Grab him. You dare lay a hand on a servant of the Lord?
James Garner, Edward Asner, and Lou Gossett. Skin Game. In addition, outstanding motion pictures made especially for television.
What you got there? Snakes.
A scientific mission becomes a floating death chamber.
The valve's jammed. Emergency. Emergency blow! Everything!
Here it comes.
It's a killer crash.
Trapped at 2,000 feet with 2 deadly cargoes. David Jansen and Hope Lang. Fer de Lance. Also, encore presentations of highly acclaimed films. All 5 epic dramas of man versus ape. Major stars and compelling stories. The CBS Thursday and Friday night movies.
2 guys is worth going out of your way for. You get more than you bargain for. Beep, 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 beep.
Here's America's best educational buy, the new Illustrated World Encyclopedia. 15-volume set, now just $38.88. You save $20. You'll find super savings on this world-famous Magnus 3-octave chord organ. It's now just $39.99. Save $10 through Sunday.
2 guys is worth going out of your way for. You get more than you bargain for. Beep, beep, beep.
Here they come. Economy cars over there. The expensive sports cars over here. Okay, Volkswagen Super Beetle over here. French Terror, forward. Capri, this way. That's no economy car. Look at those sexy lines. Look at the low price. Steel-belted radios. Look at the low price. And look at that classy interior. But the gas mileage, economy class. Hey, Capri, what are you anyway? Yeah.
Capri, the sexy European with thrifty gas mileage.
Another day's shot. Now, what's it gonna be? Chess or cards?
Oh, how about a nice hot cup of coffee first?
You gonna brew it?
Brew a whole pot? You're only gonna drink half a cup anyway. You know caffeine's been bothering you.
But I still like good coffee.
Okay, I'll make coffee if you build a fire.
Half a cup. If they can send a rocket to Mars, can't someone make a ground coffee that tastes this good without caffeine?
We did. Brim's richer in Colombian beans than the best-selling coffee in America.
I
guess you like it.
It's terrific. This Brim's really a good cup of coffee. I didn't think anybody could make a good-tasting ground coffee without caffeine. Do I have time for another cup?
Honey, we're taking the whole pot.
Brim's richer in Colombian beans than the best-selling coffee in America.
This year, CBS plays host to truly stellar attractions. The Bicentennial Minutes, daily salute to our American heritage. 4 different actors in distinguished portrayals of Benjamin Franklin. The American Parade, the Entertainer of the Year Awards, the Grammy Awards, the Country Music Awards. The American Film Institute salutes one of motion picture's greatest stars. Brand new animated specials in the adventures of Dr. Seuss. Good old Charlie Brown. The 2,000-Year-Old Man starring Mel Brooks and Carl Reiner. And Rudyard Kipling's classic, The Jungle Book. Beauty on Parade with Miss Teenage America, Miss Universe, and America's Junior Miss Pageants. The finest in family drama, The Easter Promise. A warm story of a Mexican boy, Antonio and the Mayor. An exciting adventure, The Runaways. 3 magnificently produced Smithsonian Institute documentaries by David L. Wolper. The Tournament of Roses Parade. Outstanding drama on Playhouse 90. GE Theater. The first TV movie musical, The Queen of the Stardust Ballroom with Maureen Stapleton. 3 specials starring the Walton family. An encore presentation of the 9 Emmy winner, the autobiography of Miss Jane Pittman. Glittering television personalities like Perry Como, Bing Crosby and Friends, the Osmonds, Doris Day, Sandy Duncan, the one and only Carol Burnett, and television's queen of comedy, Lucille Ball. A very special season on CBS. CBS Sports, all the action. This fall, see the best. CBS. Our star is bright every single night.
Father O'Flaherty, he hates fish.
Mrs. Boyle, I love all of nature's little creatures. I just love fish a wee bit less than the others.
He hates it. Here, try each saltfish.
My good woman, fish tastes fishy.
Not each saltfish. It doesn't taste fishy at all. Sure, it's delicious.
Divine.
Still hate it, Father?
Used to hate it. till I ate it.
Bingo.
H-salt doesn't taste fishy.
The good things in life come in different packages, but one of the good things comes in a 5-gallon bottle, Sparklet's drinking water. It always has a clean, refreshing, delicious taste. And Sparklet's water is also great for making coffee, tea, soup, or for cooking vegetables. You know, its good taste seems to make other things taste better. If you'd like to have Sparklet's delivered to your home, it's easy to do. Just look in the white pages and give us a call.
It was the fall of 1954. Chris, Wayne, and Ginny were just some kids out for some kicks. And then they crossed the Macon County line. It shouldn't have happened. It couldn't have happened, but it did.
What are you trying to kill us for? We haven't done anything, man.
It happened on the Macon County line. Macon County Line, a true story, rated R.
A limited 7-day engagement starts Wednesday at theaters and drive-ins near you.
The 50s, I don't mean to boast, but you'll dig it the most. The Lords of Flatbush, Flatbush, Flatbush.
Rated PG. The Lords of Flatbush now playing at theaters and drive-ins everywhere. Barricaded Family Arraigned film at 11.
Presents Sunshine Saturday Sneak Peek. With the Ace Trucking Company. And will be able as Funshine Saturday.
Hey, Saturday matinee chocolate lovers, why is Nestle's Crunch so much fun to munch?
Crunchy, crunchy, crunchy. Nestle's Crunch is so crunchy. Gives milk chocolate and extra punch. Punch! Quiet, quiet, quiet. Nestle's Crunch is so crunchy. It makes chocolate more fun to munch. Bite after bite, there's crunch after crunch.
Rich, milky chocolate with plenty to munch.
Crunchy, crunchy, crunchy. Nestle's Crunch is so crunchy. It makes chocolate more fun to munch. Crunch!
Ever notice when you're making up some quick, you stir until it's rich and thick? You hate to take that first little sip, 'cause you know it'll be gone in a zip. It's so rich and thick and chocolate that you can't drink it slow. If it's quick, do-do-de-o. That's the saddest sound I know.
Kids, this is Don Adams, and this is ABC in Hollywood. Are you with me so far? And this is Lee Majors, who in a few moments will be giving these children a sneak peek at ABC's brand new Saturday morning schedule. And this is Funshine Saturday, who has the responsibility of bringing these videotapes of the new Saturday morning shows to Lee Majors for his sneak peek. And these are the only 4 members of the society dedicated to the principle that children should attend public school Saturday, Sunday, too. Better known as...
What? Let's go over our new plan once again. What? What did he say? What? What did he say? He said, what did he say? And he said, let's go over our plan once again. What? Well, what'd they say? They said, what did you say? Well, what'd you tell them? I told them you said, let's go over our plan once again. What is our plan?
No, don't start that all over again. Now, listen, there's going to be a lot of kids watching Funshine Saturday on ABC.
Right. And they don't learn nothing. No human relations. No history. Nothing.
Kids should learn facts. They shouldn't have fun.
Right. So the icky, rotten plan of Psst is in motion. They will wait until Funshine Saturday passes underneath their tree and then attack.
All right, get ready. You should be getting here within a minute. Let's synchronize our watches. 12:15. 8:30.
2:16.
Good, that's close enough. Psst. What?
Shh. Here he comes.
Patience, kids. Funshine should be here any minute now. Now, let me tell you... Look, here he comes now.
We've got bundles of troubles and castles of problems.
Funshine, what's the matter? And where are the tapes?
Under the spreading chestnut tree. Psst, and the four of them leaped from the leafy branches before I could even assemble my brains.
Who?
Yeah, psst.
What?
Stole the tapes.
Who?
Psst.
What?
Psst. Stole the tapes.
Stole the tapes?
Psst. It stands for Public School Saturday, Sunday, too. That goony, grubby gang glommed the tapes.
Oh, that's serious, but we better get some help. But who, Funshine?
Yeah, I have the ideal idea. How about the $6 million man?
Yeah! Hey, good thinking, Funshine, but how can I reach Steve Austin?
I happen to have that Bionics telephonic number right here in my pooch.
What is it?
Yeah, it's 6.
Hurry up!
Oh.
Hurry!
You call him, quick.
Well, in a few minutes, we'll have a readout on the Astral-Centrifuge Starfinder, and I'll get it. Hello? Yes, he's here, but he can't talk now because we're waiting for a readout on the Astral-Centrifuge Starfinder.
Who is it?
I don't know, but I told him he couldn't talk because we're waiting for a readout on the Astral-Centrifuge Starfinder.
I know we're waiting for a readout on the Astral-Centrifuge Starfinder, but it might be important. I better take it.
You know, sometimes these bionic guys really give me a pain.
Colonel Steve Austin here. Who's this?
Colonel, this is Lee Majors.
Lee Majors. Well, the name's familiar, but I can't place the face.
Well, I suppose that's not important right now, but what is important is that all the Funshine Saturday tapes have been stolen.
You mean tomorrow's new ABC shows are missing? How did that happen?
Well, psst. What?
Psst.
They stole the tapes.
Psst. Who stole the tapes?
Never mind about that, but I'd appreciate it if you could get here just as fast as your bionic legs can carry you.
Look, I don't know about that, Lee. I'm here in the NASA Computer Center waiting for a readout on the Astral-Centrifuge Starfinder.
Well, you see, there's this... I can't explain this. You ask him to help us out.
Glad to.
Funshine, I'll be right over.
He's on his way.
But, Steve, what about the readout on the
Astral-Centrifuge Starfinder? Look, Oscar, I have no choice. I've got to do it for Funshine and the kids.
Oh, well, in that case, Steve, good luck, pal.
Right.
And, Steve, when you cross the street, don't forget to look both ways.
Oh, thanks, Oscar.
But at that very moment, the Psst are about to escape by helicopter.
Stop! It's time for the third most important thing in the world.
What's that?
A complete nutritious dinner.
Wait a minute. What's the first and second most important thing?
A nutritious breakfast and lunch.
Sunshine. Hi, Lee. Hi, Steve. Sorry I'm late. The traffic on the freeway was terrible. I can only run 45 miles an hour. What's that?
That's the sound of a whirly-wind motor machine. I bet they're escaping.
I better take a look.
We'll just have to wait for another helicopter. Forget it! Why? Because there's a guy coming right at us at 60 miles an hour! 60 miles an hour? 60 miles an hour! Yes!
From the Let's Make a Deal line, it's no simple step for the to sneak their way onto Monty Hole's trading floor.
I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll give you $100 for a safety pin, $100 for a straight pin, for a bobby pin, for a bowling pin. What? Yeah? Yo, you're kidding. Here? Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I have an important announcement to make. I've just been informed that the $6 million man is looking for 4 members of the infamous gang. Public school on Saturday and Sunday, too, who are hiding in our audience. And I understand that they're dressed in black hats, and I can't see them. Where are they? Oh, here they are. There they go. Get them out of this audience. What are they doing in this audience? Get them out. You guys, get out. Get out. What are they doing? Look at this man. Get them out of here. Go. This one, too. Out this way. Any kind of a pin?
Okay, ladies, let's take it once again from the top, please.
Tapes, please.
You'll never get these tapes from me. I'll protect them with my life. I'll never give them to you. Never!
Don't you know who I am?
Do I know who you are? No, I don't know who you are.
Have you ever heard of Steve Austin?
Steve Austin, sure. Heard of Steve Austin? He's the 6 million. He's the 6 million. Want to hold these for me, will you?
What's the matter? Don't you want the kids to have any fun on Saturdays?
Oh, and Steve, they should be learning. They should be studying history and memorizing all kinds of important facts and dates. Why, it should even be in the Constitution.
Well, is it?
You sure?
We'll show you a little bit of it right now, just like the kids are going to see on Schoolhouse Rock, starting tomorrow.
Saturday morning, Constitution? I thought Saturday morning was devoted to silly fun.
Well, the Constitution can be fun. Prove it to them, Funshine.
Hey, that's pretty good stuff. And fun.
Well, the Funshine Saturday is devoted to fun. But kids will also gain an appreciation of a lot of things, like how a family lived in America almost 100 years ago.
No kidding.
Nope, it's a brand new show this year on ABC. It's called These Are the Days. You think you can remember that?
These are the days. Yeah, I can remember that.
Funshine?
McDonald's Big Mac. 7 great ingredients working in harmony to make one great taste. First, lettuce. Then cheese. Special sauce. Pickles. 2 all-beef patties. Onions. All on a toasted sesame seed bun. It's a symphony of flavor.
Aren't you glad? Glad is what happens when you use Dial soap. Aren't you glad? You just can't buy a better deodorant soap than Dial. Aren't you glad? And that's saying something. Aren't you glad you use Dial? Aren't you glad you use Dial? Aren't you glad? Aren't you glad you use Dial? Aren't you glad?
Having seen Schoolhouse Rock, as kids will see 5 times every Saturday, and these are the days, the first psst was convinced. But the other psst are still on the loose, and Steve Austin is attempting to catch them.
Ho, ho, ho! Tapes, please. Merry Christmas. How can you do this to the kids of America? Hey, do you know what's in here? Sure, a lot of terrible stuff that kids will only enjoy. Now, wait a minute. Do you know anything about prehistoric man? Ask me anything. All right. Do you know how they hunted? Or the dangers they faced? Well, now let me think. Funshine, show him a scene from 70,000 BC. Show him a scene from Korg. From what? Korg. K-O-R-G.
Right. R-I-G-H-T.
Korg 70,000 BC is an ABC Saturday morning series about a Neanderthal family and its struggle for survival against the tremendous odds of natural catastrophes, wild animals, and hostile cavemen. Their only weapons, primitive spears and throwing stones, and their love for each other. The Korg family triumphs over raging rivers, earthquakes, and rampaging humans. In 70,000 BC, the Korg family had to be ever on the alert, for they were as often the hunted as the hunters. Korg 70,000 BC is an action-adventure series based on fact and theory about man's mysterious and heroic beginnings. Watch Korg 70,000 BC every Saturday morning on ABC.
Me Tarzan.
Me not Jane. Me Steve Austin.
Oh, hi, Steve. Certainly heard a lot about you.
Tapes, please.
Ah, come on, Steve. Let's be adult about this. What could you possibly want with this stuff? Wouldn't you rather be learning about sociology or something, huh? Huh?
You mean like how families live together, or how people stranded on an island get along with each other?
Exactly. Good learning. Nothing exciting, right?
Wrong. Just take a look at 2 of my favorite shows, Devlin and The New Adventures of Gilligan.
What's Devlin?
It's a story about 3 orphaned kids on their own and how they manage to get along, how they take care of each other, sort of the way human beings should act.
I take care of myself.
Well, Devlin is also very exciting because these kids are into motorcycles.
Yeah, motorcycles?
Show them, Funshine. Yeah, show them. Lights, camera, Devlin.
Ernie, you're not ready for a stunt like this.
This isn't a stunt, Todd. This is for real. Hank, let's go.
Put this harness on, Ernie. We'll fasten the line to it.
How about drag?
The line will pay out freely from a tub. There'll be plenty of slack.
Once you get over there, Ernie, we can haul a cable across. Wrap that around a tree, and we'll send over the breeches boy.
I
I'd better get started.
You'll do it. I know you'll do it.
Thanks, sis.
Good luck.
Be careful, Ernie.
Sandy, he made it in more ways than one. He licked the toughest problem he ever had to face.
What was that?
His own fears.
That was some jump there!
Hey, I didn't think Devlin was going to make it. Now, what's this other show about?
Well, it's called The New Adventures of Gilligan. And you look like you could use a good laugh.
I don't need a laugh. I laughed last February.
Well, now you have a chance to do it again every Saturday, plus learn how people handle prejudice and other problems with The New Adventures of Gilligan. Okay, Funshine, roll it.
Gosh, a string. I wouldn't want anybody to trip on that. Everybody. Gosh, here I was, just picking up an old piece of string, and I missed the whole entire 4th of July.
Hey, that was really funny. We've got to tell a lot of kids about this.
But one more of the psst is still at large and in possession of the wacky new comedy show, Hong Kong Phooey.
Come in, the door's open.
I'm collecting swipe videotapes. Would you care to make a donation?
Never. Even if you just saved my life. Even if you're a $6 million man, then call me the $6 mummy. Look at these rags. I am an expert in karate and kung fu. I will do better with you to the death. Is it a deal?
Deal.
See my fine feathered mummy? We've got the show for you. It's called Hong Kong Phooey. And Phooey is funny. He's got a pet called Spot, but it's really a cat.
All right, all right.
Love it, I love it, I love it. Oh.
I guess he loved it. Well, here are your tapes, and here are your pssts. Look, I don't know how to thank you. Well, you don't have to thank me. Hey, is something bothering you? Well, yeah. Well, what is it? Well, when you come right down to it, I guess I'm just tired of doing all the work and you getting all the credit. Well, I'll see you now, here. See you, Steve.
Bye.
You know, I must remember to watch his show. In fact, it goes on the air in just a few minutes.
Have you heard? There are 528 Topps football cards in this year's big new series. And you know, your dad might be just as excited as you are, because he might like learning more about the pros, too. And flipping and matching doubles, or comparing facts and figures. And each pack also has a team checklist, so you and Dad can check your teams together. The new Topps football cards available now. 10 football cards, a team checklist, and a stick of bubble gum per pack.
Ron ignores me lately, but this should dazzle him. $29.50, flashy.
Now, brush with close-up. I use toothpaste. I'll buy false eyelashes.
Pam, put your money where your mouth is. Whiter teeth and fresh breath will open Don's eyes.
This looks like mouthwash.
There's mouthwash in it for your breath. Does it whiten your teeth?
As white as they can be.
Pam, another date with Don? Can I help it if I'm fascinating?
Put your money where your mouth is. Buy close-up.
Sunshine Saturday on NBC. The sun is high, the wind is free. Jump off fence, scramble up a tree. Together, together. A sunshine rainbow flashing in your eye. Apple world, blueberry sky.
In addition to all these special new shows on ABC's Funshine Saturday, you'll be seeing your favorites: Bugs Bunny, Yogi Bear, Super Friends, and lots more. Special thanks tonight to Richard Anderson, Jay Stewart, and Monty Hall. Thanks, fellas.
Catch a dream and come with me. A sunshine Saturday's the place to be. Together, together. A sunshine Saturday on ABC.
No, I just fell in.
Girl Scouting. Another name for caring.
On Tuesdays, happy days are here again.
Happy days.
Then, premiering on the Tuesday movie of the week, Hurricane. Once you've faced it, you'll never forget it.
One more time, baby. Oh, mother of...
Hurricane. Happy Days and the Tuesday movie of the week. Once again, it's the best Tuesday in town.
Now comes Miller time. You're soaked, sore, and smiling from ear to ear. And just over the finish line, somebody's waiting with the best-tasting beer you can find. Miller High Life, America's quality beer since 1855.
If you got the time, we've got the
New on Wednesdays.
She's got me outflanked, outmaneuvered, and out-talked.
And outweighed.
That's My Mama. And premiering on Wednesday movie of the week.
Just your word against mine as to who killed him.
All I want to do is report an accident.
You'll die trying.
Both the hunter and his prey become savages.
Next Sunday, Sonny and Cher in Good Times. Sonny dreams of being a movie star. First, he's Marshall Irving Ringo.
About me as a cowboy, how do I look?
Ridiculous.
Then he becomes...
Jungle Maury, king of the jungle. Well, tell me something. What are you supposed to be right now?
The name's Pizzicato. Johnny Pizzicato, Private Eye.
Sonny and Cher singing and dancing in Good Times next Sunday on ABC.
Meet Kolchak, the Night Stalker. He reports on the incredible, the unbelievable, the unthinkable. Darren McGavin is the Night Stalker.
Premieres next Friday night.
Two major announcements from President Ford tonight, a new plan for dealing with the amnesty issue, and in a Philadelphia speech, he sets a deadline for deflating inflation.
We have an insider's report on former President Nixon's current state of mind. And locally, a surprise: that French family, set free after barricading themselves in the French consulate, faces criminal charges tonight.
Also tonight, a major fire in Illinois. Bill Redeker goes to the rodeo. Wayne Satz goes to Liza Minnelli's party. Dr. George tells you how to weather the weekend. And Stu Nahan has action highlights of the Dodgers-Reds big game. Next on Eyewitness News.
Two guys is worth going out of your way for. You get more than you bargain for. Beep, 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 beep.
You'll recognize...